It's alright, it's okay. Doesn't really matter if you're old and gray. It's alright, I say it's okay. Listen to what I say. It's alright, doing fine. Doesn't really matter if the sun don't shine. It's alright, I say it's okay. We're getting to the end of the day. I take low tech, take your pick. She has me to know, got a brand new trick. I don't care what anybody says. At the end of the day, there's a place that I can't find. Hey, Rob Smith calling. It's October 3rd, 2025. I'm going to do this. Oh, God, I can't believe it's 4 o'clock. I keep meaning to do these so much longer ago than I am. And hopefully, maybe by the end of the month, I'll be doing what I mean to do, but we'll see. No telling. Okay. I have a few things I need to do beyond the things I am going to do. We have Inktober, and I have another friend with a birthday. I was thought I'd quickly, I don't remember if I shared this or not. I got this a few days ago, earlier this week, Will Rogers' Wit and Wisdom by Jack Late. And it has a bunch of quotes, but also has a lot of photographs. This was published right after his death. This was done, boom, this thing got published. There's Will Rogers and Shirley Temple. It's astounding. Jack Late did a lot of books involving humor and a little bit of history. There is Will Rogers and Mickey Rooney. Of course, in I think this came out in 36. Who knew where Mickey Rooney was going from there? Much less how Shirley Temple was going to go down, and Mickey Rooney was going to kind of keep going and get 36. And there's Will Rogers right there. But this came out so fast. So this is really a memorial before now people want to, they want to like what's happening with Charlie Kirk. Everything's draped with memorial this, memorial that. Just had an uncle die. A very important, in fact, I drew him here earlier this week. All right. But today is Friday, October 3rd, 2025. Let's do a happy birthday for my dear friend Angie Boynton, whose birthday is today. And I'm going to color this like I colored the one for Nancy a few days ago. Oh, I see. I've already started doing some. I need to draw the top of the head. If I'm going to do this without pencils, I need to make sure I do this. I always think of the top of the head. I got a better ink brushing here. To try to keep an eye out on people maybe wandering through here. So I said I've got people upset before because I wasn't paying attention. I found that funny because I am here to draw, not to be interacting with folks. So I got upset that I didn't interact with them fast enough. Important I get these wings in. Next couple of days, I plan on being on the road. Trying to figure out how to do these live on the road because I will be by myself doing that. It's not hard to do this when you have somebody helping you, but when you don't, it's rough.
And I could call people, I guess. Could you help me? But it's so silly. And I also don't have any specific plans as to exactly where I'm going. Then Inktober's next. Jeff Smith, who is a relation. Actually, I have a bunch of friends having birthdays in the next week and a half. Well, not just friends, very dear friends. But I don't know if I'm. I don't think I'm visiting any of them. Angie's real name is Angel. Angel Ia at the end. I'm going to deliver this to her here. Now, this worked real well when I did Nancy's. Let's see if this works well here, too. Um, I was really surprised. And actually, I have Nancy's right here. So when I did for Nancy, I thought that I was surprised how well that turned out. Oh, something else I got today in the mail. It's a set of acrylic pens. Little, I think this is for a midget to go around carrying this, or cat actually, because it's a really teeny little. I don't know why it has a handle. You can't get your hand in it. I'm not sure why. It's cute, but not functional, not practical at all. But these are 12 acrylic pens. I may try to get my hands on some rocks and see about decorating them. We're talking about one of the groups I'm with doing some hiking, and I'm thinking I'm going to do some rocks so that when they hike, they can try to find these rocks. Or, yes, the rocks that I've done something with. And I may do those here. Who knows? That's a good idea. I hadn't thought of that. In fact, that's a phone call I ought to make. I thought I'd be out the door here. Tomorrow I will be out the door at this time. And I don't know where I'm going to be. I don't know. Bunch of travel coming up this month. A week from today, I'll be in Winter Park. Happy birthday. And these markers were very inexpensive. Got these a month ago, I guess now almost. When I was in between Orange City and D-Land at a Five Below. And these were $5. Big old package of them. A big old, I feel bad. Big old package. $5. And there's some more over here. And they work darn well. And I'm sure the words made in China involved. These and the acrylics are involved. But I wouldn't have gotten these because I don't really think much of them. But what's happened is I'll think a lot of it. Philadelphia, made in Ningbo, China. If you're going to have a child, I think that's a good name to name them, Ningbo. Hey, Ningbo, finish your cereal, you brat. You Bo, you Ning. I had a Bo once, and then when I named him, but frankly, I would never have gotten these on my own. And this actually gives me some confidence about buying some markers like this that I may go somewhere. In fact, this is the best experience I may have had in a long time with markers. I've never been a real big fan of them. Been using them since high school. I think that's where I started using big old brushes, markers like this. Now I've used thin markers. I started doing caricatures. Well, no, I not started. I later did caricatures with little markers. So I've used little markers for a long time with these thick ones. And this is actually two-sided. Look at that. That side and that side. But I mean, later on I was the design markers. God, I used a lot of those. Okay, let's see what we got here. Look at that. Yeah, I like that little splashy thing I did too. Do that. I think we use different color though. Now, I've talked to my half brother about some stuff. Had an uncle die earlier this week. I'm trying to figure out when the memorial service is, and nobody seems to know. Nobody knows the trouble I've seen. And now I got gray out. I think I used a different gray, though. I'm going to try to do one on the road tomorrow. We'll see. Or I'll just say the heck with it and just do it first thing in the morning. I'm not sure which. Or do it late tomorrow night. Who knows? I usually do one on Facebook at 7 p.m., but I don't know if I'll be back in time for that. That's on my personal page. Oh, I was going to use this for background. Look what I just did. I'll figure it out. That's what I'll do. I'll figure it out. I do like these, though. These certainly are nifty. Burr, burr, burr. How are you? If you're here, thank you. If you get a chance to click the thumbs up, I'd appreciate it. Yeah, I tried using those Copia or Kappa. I don't like them. I like these. I don't know why. It's not because they're cheap. They are cheap, but I like them. Okay, I'm going to change my mind. Maybe I'll do that light green again. It worked. No, I think I'll use this thing. But right now, these have already paid themselves off, time-wise and all for me. I was going to do these in watercolor, and I thought, let me try these for Nancy. Let me try the marker, and I thought it turned out darn well. Certainly faster than and less messy than the watercolor. Oh, I went to Pop Shelf because I hadn't been in there a while. I feel bad. I'm afraid they're going to close. Bought one pen, and the pen I bought was one of these two. The pens I was shocked to find out had gone up a whole dollar. In other words, a third. So it's at $2. They were now $3. That's a pretty big jump in them. What, a month and a half? I do not know why. But all the pens basically, well, no, not all of them, because they had $1, $2, and then basically they'd had the area that was $2, and they haven't really changed it to $3. There was no marking of it being $3. It was marked as $2. But that's what happens when you have a chain and the bean counters are in another state, and they just go change the price, and employees don't know. Done from afar. really warn you if you're shopping someplace and they don't have the prices, don't buy things because you don't know what you're getting into. And it's going to make me a bit gun shy at Pop Shelf. Not that I really need any pens. I just want to buy something from them. And $3 is a big who cares in their bottom line. Hope this looks okay. I sign that with gray. Well, I'll do it again then. Oh, these really work well. I didn't like the Copia ones because they were just a little too strong. So is this, turns out. I actually had a backboard for it. What the heck did I do with that? So it wouldn't bleed on. That was something for it to bleed on. And I'll pass this over to Angie later. All right. I'm going to go, since I bled all over this thing, whoops, I'm going to go ahead and use the other side and make all this work together somehow. Hope y'all are doing fine. You got anything you'd like to see me draw? All right. What I was talking to Mr. Jeff about was let's see, I talked to Angie about red velvet cake, Jeff about black cats. I saw my friend Bobby Gunter. We're talking about meetings and Golden Corral and places like that. So and this will be a black cat. I don't know why Jeff was mentioning a black cat for. I don't think he has a black cat. I didn't ask him. I asked him, what's around you? He said black cat. That works for Cattober. And this is the marker I got at Pop Shelf, $3. And something else to warn if you go shopping and you talk to employees, they seem to want to act like they know their stores. When I went to Pop Shelf and the price rang up for this, it came up as $3, and lady who was helping me I made a comment that, wow, I didn't know that got up $1. She said, well, that you may have just been here during the sale. And it occurred to me that I've been going there quite often, and especially in the last 5, 6 months, and that I've certainly been there longer than she has, and she doesn't know that they were, my price has gone up. Well, these employees, unless they've been there, there's another employee I know who's been there the whole time I've been going there, and I talked to him. I'm surprised he's still working there, really. Way people tend to move. Well, he's an older guy. I think that's part of it. Older people have dedication to their jobs. These younger people are flipping around from one thing to the other. Not looking at anybody here. And if you do come by here later, thank you for watching. Thank all who've been subscribing. And if I really want to get subscribers, I've been doing this late at night. Because that's where I don't think I've got any subscriptions doing this during the day. Well, I realized I was putting a bib on the kitty, and you can't read it as a bib, so the bib's going to go away. Which makes the cake easier to see now. Happy birthday. Who else is anyone else's birthday? I didn't see. I don't know if I think there was another birthday one there. There's Daryl Wells. I got to find out where Daryl's coming. I may be doing something on. I can't. Let's see. I'm looking here. Oh, Pam Duffy's birthday. I worked with Pam for years over at Orlando City Hall. Oh, I saw someone else died. Our supervisor at in planning. Rick Bernhardt died over in Tennessee. All 79. I forget about Rick a lot. I think about um, I've forgotten his name. Engineering. Oh, I forget about Rick. He's kind of overcome by this fellow named Richard Levy. Bad guy. Bad guy. Who became assistant director of planning at City of Orlando. No, I'm making that a little sloppier. I can let her better than that. Little loosey goosey, just slow down. Yes. Of course, cats can't talk. That's what we call talking. If you want to call it we do talking. I think most young people today are just short of grunting, carrying a club and living in a cave. I mean, just keep this that simple. I would like to show other Paul, but I don't think that matters. I think a little darker than all that. There's a tail. Not exactly Stephanie Puro simple, but on that line. So 2 drawings done here. This one, and happy birthday, Angie. I'll go deliver here in a little bit. Thank you so much for being here. I hope to be back. How long have I gotten here? I'm shocked, but surprised how little time I've been. It doesn't say. 27 minutes. There we go. Thank you for being here. I'll be back sometime tomorrow. Don't know when. And I'll see y'all then. Rob Smith here. Take care. Have a good night. Good night.